What's up, YouTube? Georgia Silver Hunter back with something we actually haven't done in a long time. That is a full box Fed wrapped quarter hunt. We've done a lot of customer rolls lately, but we haven't been able to get a whole box. So I'm excited to get into these quarters. I see a lot of opportunities for 2019s and 2020s. So I'm really hoping we find some W's in this box. Let's jump into it. So I'm going to go ahead and open up roll number 1 here on camera just in case we get lucky. And just to welcome everybody to the channel, we are hunting quarters today. This is a full Fed wrapped quarter box. And we will be looking for a whole slew of things, silver being one of them. Silver quarters are really hard to find in bank wrapped rolls, but we're always on the lookout for silver. We're looking for West Point quarters, which were minted in 2019 and 2020. And then there's a whole host of errors and varieties that we'll be looking for in the state quarters. And you can find a description of those and a link to a document that I have down below. That document is free of charge and it covers everything that I look for when I coin roll hunt, whether it be quarters, dimes, nickels, or pennies. So feel free to jump into that document and follow along with us, or use it to start your own coin roll hunts. But I'm going to go ahead and start looking through each of these quarters, and if I find anything of interest, I will be sure to bring you in. So I just cracked into roll number 3, and I don't even have the paper all the way off, but we might have some silver in here. Now this looks like it might be painted, but that could be silver. And that right there could also be silver. Lately when we get that though, it ends up being some sort of Canadian quarter though. So I'm not going to hold my breath. Let's start with this one just to see what it is. Yep, and it's like a soapy quarter or something. It's got some grunge and junk on it. Let's take a look at what we have here. Ooh, look at that! First silver quarter of 2022. It is a Philadelphia, and it is a 1964. That is amazing. I've only found, I think, 4 other silver quarters ever. This would be number 5, maybe number 6. But hey, first one for 2022. Super exciting. We're going to add it up here to the board and hope we have a lot more of those somewhere in this box. All right, everybody. We're on roll number 9, and we may have done it again. Now, I try not to get too excited, like I said on the last time I saw this, because I've been burned so many times by these kind of platinum plated, or whatever, not platinum, but sort of plated quarters or Canadian quarters. Look at that. It is another 1964. That makes 2 on the box. And this one's a Philly as well. Unbelievable. I've gone so long without finding silver quarters. I love it. 2 in the box. I don't think we've got anything else in there, though. I will bring you in if we happen to find something. So it looks like we're 20 rolls in, and we're kinda there. I've been opening 5 rolls at a time since we found silver early, so I've been just really excited to check edges for silver. And along the way, I haven't brought you in for everything. Here's our 2 silvers. I do have 4 bicentennials, 3 Phillies, 1 Denver. The Denver's been checked for the DDO, and we have nothing. In the last couple of rolls, I didn't bring you in, but we did find a Arizona with the die chip error, and I want to bring you in and show you what that looks like real quick. If you've never seen it before, the artist initials are right there, and there's a die chip error where you end up with it's called the extra cactus error, and it looks like there's just an extra cactus sitting over those initials, and I'll show you what one's supposed to look like. That's what the design is supposed to look like. So we have one little error that I'll throw up here on the board. But the main reason I brought you in is we did come across our first W of the box. I haven't seen it yet, but it is obviously a 2020 because we have that V75 privy right here, and that was only on the 2020s. So not a terrible looking coin. We've got some bag marks and some wears. We got a Salt River Bay in pretty darn good shape. I will take W's whether they look like this, better or worse. But we've got a heck of a box on our hands between 2 silvers, a W, and an error. Let's keep hunting. Getting into roll 32, and we have piled on a few more bicentennials. But I wanted to bring you in. I just pulled this paper open, and we have another something silvery looking. Let's check it out together. It looks worn, so if it's silver, it's going to be old. And it is silver. That's 3 silvers on this box. A 1942. Looks like a filly. Otherwise, there'd be a mint mark right about there. Very cool. Super excited about this box. 3 silvers. That hasn't happened in a really long time. We just wrapped up going through roll 38, I believe that is. And that roll had a lot in it. We did end up with 2 more bicentennials. They're a little bit worse for wear, but I'll add them to my stash. We did end up with another one of those Arizona extra cactus. Let's put that under the microscope here for you guys to see. Very clearly you can see the extra little bit of metal here. We also did get, and I've shown these off in other videos, they're not worth a whole lot of money, but we've got the little die chip on Washington's head, and that's actually a pretty sizable one. That's pretty good. And the last thing I'll bring you in for is we did find, and this is probably the smallest leaky bucket example I've ever found, but if you look right here, we have kind of a very long line die chip right here coming out of the bucket. So normally I get a lot more metal down there, but I'll take it. It is an error. We are on the last roll, and I was just thinking to myself, how was I going to transition to talking about all these goodies that we found? And I got the wrapper open, not even all the way, and we have one more silvery looking edge. Let's take a look at it together. It is another quarter. Look at that, a 1963. This time it looks like we got a Denver. You can see right there, there's a little D. I'll even zoom in here a little bit, make it easier. 1963 D. This was an amazing box of quarters. It's almost been worth the wait. So let me get through this last roll. If we have any kind of errors or varieties in there, I'll bring in. Otherwise, we'll just move on to a wrap-up. So that was a great box of quarters. It's been a good long while since I've been able to get a Fed-wrapped box, and this one did not disappoint. And if you go back through my channel, you'll see I don't do as many quarters as I do halves, but I try to squeeze in quarters when I can, and I want to say in all of 2021, I only found like 4 or 5 silvers. So this box pretty much doubles what I found last year, and I think I did 4 silvers in a box last year as well. But we did end up with that 42 Philly, 63 Denver, and 264 quarters. So this ends up being $1 face of 90% at today's spot price with premiums. That's probably about $24, give or take, worth of silver. Depending on how much premium you can get out of it. I did end up with, I think, 11 bicentennial Phillies. I did have 3 bicentennial Denvers. I do put these together in rolls and occasionally sell them on eBay, and I get pretty good money for them. It's been a while since I've sold some on eBay, but I do like to do that from time to time. We did end up with one really nice W here. It was the Salt River Bay on eBay. I want to say, this is one of those $10, $15, $18 quarters. Maybe a little bit more depending on the condition. We had 1 leaky bucket, which we do find a lot of those. We had 2 of the die chip Arizonas. Again, these don't command a whole bunch of money, maybe $1 or $2, but they're always fun to find. And we had 1 die chip Washington, which I haven't priced these in a while. There for a while, these were going for $5, $6 a piece. Maybe they've come down. I'll check eBay, and if it looks like it's good, I'll post a little picture here in the wrap-up. But with that said, this was a pretty good little haul. Hunting this quarter box was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am looking to try to get more, back into doing more videos. Life's kind of been crazy these last couple of weeks, and it's been hard. Along with it's been difficult getting coins. I have standing orders with banks, and sometimes they get them, and sometimes they don't. So sometimes my video schedule is not 100% up to me. So with that said, if you're new to the channel and you like this video, please do consider heading down below, clicking on that subscribe button, and while you're down there, clicking on that bell and selecting all, so you get notified each and every time I release a new video. For all of you, if you liked it, I'd really appreciate it if you headed down below this video and clicked on that like button and left me a comment. I'd really, really appreciate it. Let me know what you thought. I look forward to doing more of these next week. I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.